On so many levels to see you here tonight and to welcome everyone to the 2021 graduation ceremony. We have 3 different cohorts graduating tonight and from 2 different schools, and we'll be seeing a little more of that in a few minutes. But I'd like to allow the president of the École des Ponts, École des Ponts Paris-Tech, also known as École nationale des Ponts et Chaussées, to open the ceremony officially. If we could launch the video, please.
Dear esteemed guests, dear guest of honor, Madame de Mayer, Dean Dyers, Dean Rosen, Executive DBA, Global Executive MBA, and LeadTech Executive MBA graduates of 2021, families, friends, and staff. It is a great honor as Director of the École nationale des Ponts et Chaussées, also known as École des Ponts Paris-Tech, to share with you this special evening and to open the 2021 graduation ceremony organized by our business school. For all of us, the last year has been extremely challenging. And I want to salute your resilience, your dedication, and your intelligence for getting to the end of your respective programs, despite all the COVID-induced challenges you have had to face. It is certainly not easy, but you have done it. My sincere congratulations. Allow me to say a few words about the École des Ponts Paris-Tech that I have the honor and privilege to lead. As the oldest civil engineering school in the world, we are probably the only school that can say that we have been training the country's and the world's leading engineers, including several Nobel Prize winners, for nearly 275 years. This is something that we at École des Ponts are naturally pride ourselves in. However, the legacy also comes with great responsibility. We need to continuously work hard to maintain this level of academic excellence and thought leadership in everything we do. And this effort now includes you, our future alumni. We hope you will act as brand ambassadors and as exemplary representatives of the academic excellence the École des Ponts represents across the globe. We like to say that the École des Ponts is training engineers for society, while the business school trains managers for society. Today, due to the rapid advances of technology and the complexification of business, together we need to train even more engineers and managers to become leaders for society. More complex challenges will require more leadership as well as more creativity. This is why we also need to train our engineers and our managers to have an innovative mindset, encourage them to start new businesses or develop new activities within their companies. As the world becomes increasingly sensitive to the issues facing our climate, the École des Ponts is proud to be playing a key part in trying to solve the many problems we are facing. Our students, faculty and researchers are working hard on energy management, mobility, climate modeling, smart cities, sustainable development, circular economy, and much more. As a society, we are also facing new challenges relative to inclusion, to diversity, and to the role of women in leadership and management. In respect to the latter, I am very happy to see our business school encouraging higher levels of participation of women in programs which were historically male-dominated. Coming back to you very near future graduates and alumni of École des Ponts, I know from Alan how demanding the programs that the business school offers really are. They are designed to challenge you. They require hard work, dedication, discipline, perseverance, and a strong desire to develop yourself and your potential. If you have made it here today, it is because you share these important values and you have made the necessary personal investments, and for this, I thank you and congratulate you. Allow me to remind you that when you receive your diploma in a very short time, you will then be carrying a strong symbol of the long tradition of academic excellence for the rest of your life. You have earned the right to be an École des Ponts alumnus, but that right also comes with responsibility. We count on you to carry the school's tradition and values with pride, respect and honor, and we count on you to make us proud of your inclusion in our growing community of alumni. To conclude, allow me to officially welcome you and officially open the class of 2021 graduation ceremony. Thank you.
And you'll understand why a little bit better after you see the video that she pre-recorded. She is Karine de Meyer. She is the founder of Women of the World, and as you can guess, she's very active in that role of promoting the role of women in the business world. She has many hats that she's wearing. She's an angel investor, she's a startupper, she's promoting and championing women's causes around the world, and of entrepreneurship and innovation in particular. I think you'll enjoy very much both her energy in what she's trying to do and her very specific message to you. If we can get the second video, please. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Karine de Meyer, and I am very honored to be able to give you a commencement speech from New York, where I currently am attending the Women Entrepreneurship Day, annual Women Entrepreneurship Day at United Nations, which I'm the Global Ambassador. Thank you, Ellen. I'm very sorry I'm not able to be with you in person, and so I very much hope that I will be able to share my thoughts and ideas with you virtually. So today is a big day for all of you. You've graduated from the École des Ponts Business School in Paris. You're either LeadTech MBAs, and I want to share with you a little bit about my own journey. And I want to tell you where I am right now, and maybe take you back a little bit in history to the two moments in my life when I was in your position on the day of graduation, and what my commencement speakers told me. And there are lessons that I actually still carry very much inside my heart. So currently I'm the founder and president and CEO, I guess, from a global women's platform called Women of the World. And every time when I say that, people say, oh, okay, so I guess that you stand for 50% of the population. And then I always say, yes, I do. I said, but unfortunately, the world as we see it does not treat women equally as it treats men. And I know that all of you will agree. Even though coming from the Netherlands, which is my original home country, and with Norwegian roots and British roots, I always actually thought that France took quite good care of women wanting to work, because in the Netherlands it's still very difficult to juggle having children and being able to work. Anyway, so Women of the World is a platform that actually is the result of 35 years of me being in the workforce. I graduated in 1986 from a women's college in the United States called Wells College. At that time, one of the sister women's colleges in the United States, which was founded by Henry Wells, founder of the Wells Fargo Bank, and Larry Cornell, who were class and roommates, I think, at Harvard, as the Women's College to Cornell, upstate New York. And I think ever since graduating in 1986, the daughter of Desmond Tutu was our commencement speaker. And I remember her saying, I hope that Wells College educated you in such a way that they've been educated you to solve problems which we do not even know of right now, because the problems have not even shown itself to be. And it's so true, because I was very, very fortunate to be able to learn how to program in the 1980s. But that was not the case in Europe. So after that, when I came to the Netherlands, I was always the one who was actually bringing in new software programs into the companies that I worked for, because I always saw that technology and SaaS, as software as a service, is always a catalyst for change, and it always makes it easier to do certain tasks, and then you have time left to do other things. Anyway, later in life, I actually went back to college again, and I went to university, and I went to Harvard to study women's studies. Because actually, after having been in the workforce for 15 years, I really was frustrated, because I really saw that women were not making easily promotion, and there was a huge gender pay gap, which there still is, unfortunately. Despite all the initiatives by the government and you name it, there are only very, very few companies in the Netherlands who are actually paying men and women equally. And so I was so passionate about that I thought, okay, let's go back to the drawing board. Let's go back to college and to university, and let's just inspire myself, and let's learn from other countries where maybe the gender pay gap is lessened, and where maybe there are more women in higher level positions who really have impact on policies and who can really drive change. At that time, diversity and inclusion was not a term that we knew of. And that's really something from the last 5 to 8 years, I guess. Anyway, what I saw at Harvard, and most likely at the business schools, that I saw in like 2005, 2006, which is really also around the time that Mark Zuckerberg created the Facebook. Actually, our graduating class of 90 different nationalities was one of the first classes to use the intranet, because Mark literally was at Harvard the same time that I was there. It only shows you how young that company is, and it's kind of scary to see the huge impact that they've had on all of the planet. However, what I saw there was already at that time impact investing and social entrepreneurship, to me driven by Ashoka, Bill Drayton, is when I saw that you can actually do well and do good simultaneously. And it's taken 15 years, I think, for the world. Now, what am I talking? 16, 17 years for the global UN to also see that. Because as you all know, or as you may have seen on my LinkedIn, I recently returned from Glasgow, where I attended COP26, and I was representing there 3 investment funds that I'm part of, all climate change funds, all having climate change solutions, a female fund called JEDI, a incubator and accelerator called Antler, and Future Planet Capital, a university IP investment fund that I've been part of for the last 5 years. What I've also saw there is that the change that is being driven at the moment is being driven by female entrepreneurs. I met a lot of amazing female tech entrepreneurs in COP, but I've also met them during my 2 years being part of the global team of women in tech. And to be quite honest, I met them mostly during my years working for TED. I co-organized TED Women for 5 years. I co-organized TED Youth for 3 years, and I organized TEDx education in the Netherlands. And I've always seen is that women are enormous change makers. They have an enormous innate passion to change things, especially when they're socially related or when they see that it's not serving the planet. And I guess that's where I want to come to my sort of, commandments, which I want to give to you. I think as you go out into the world with everything that you've learned now, I wish for you to be a positive force. What do I mean with that? Being a positive force means that you are part of the solution instead of focusing on the problem. That you have the courage to lead and to inspire others to do well as well, and that you don't hide in the shade. As Nelson Mandela always said, it's so easy to hide in the darkness, but it's the light when that shines upon you, that will actually make you bigger, but it'll also make the solution that you're working on bigger, and it'll impact the world. I'm also hoping that you will be entrepreneurial. That doesn't mean that you have to run your own company, but you can be entrepreneurial on any level in any organization. And it shows, and it means that it's more like an attitude, and it is a mindset. Because it shows that you're open to innovation and that you're curious. And it's also important for you to make responsible choices, that you respect the planet, that of course, you know, we all need to pay our bills, and earning money is very, very important. However, having a higher purpose, having a higher mission, whether it's with your own organization or with who you're working for, try to ask the bigger questions. Try to see, how can our organization serve the planet? What is an issue? What's a problem? I mean, I'm always saying to people, look at the 17 Sustainability Development Goals. All of the 3 funds that I'm now connected with, and also the WBAF, of which I'm the center for the Netherlands, also the Global Entrepreneurship Women's Day that I'm a global ambassador for, all these initiatives are all aligned with the 17 SDGs, which were announced by the United Nations in September 2015. Because it's a tool, it's a global tool. There are 16 topics that, you know, that anyone can relate to, and number 17 is partnerships, because without partnerships, you cannot do anything. Always try to look for allies. And always ask yourself, what can I do now? What is it that I, Carine de Meijer, can do right now in order to progress this or in order to advance this? Is it through technology? Is it through my personal network? And I want to give you an example. On the 15th of August, as we all know, the Taliban literally walked into Kabul and they took over leadership. Not in the way we would have wanted to, and it's been an absolute complete drama and a tragedy that we've all seen unfold. And actually, I was on holiday, but what happened there connected so much with my social heart and with the way that I was educated, noblesse oblige, that I dropped everything and I went and worked as a volunteer, and I connected my Women of the World platform, and I got 125 people from all over the world, women and men, to create a voluntary task force, and we became the Future Brilliance Task Force. And as today, it's now been to date 3 months that this tragedy evolved, we have been able to get almost 600 Afghan women and families and children out of Afghanistan to safer havens. And I must say, it's giving me enormous satisfaction. Also, because we do not want these women and families to end up in refugee camps. We want to be able to continue their lives, and we want them to be able to go to countries where they can continue to do what they were doing in Afghanistan before the Taliban took over power. And those are the kind of examples of projects that Women of the World informally will work on. My specialty is fundraising. I've always been able to raise capital, whether it's for female entrepreneurs trying to solve a problem, or whether it is for social entrepreneurs like Sophia Swire, founder of the Future Brilliance, because without money, we never would have been able to get these poor families out of Afghanistan and into safer havens. And so what is the last thing I want to share with you? Be a professional. It doesn't matter whether you do voluntary work like I just did for Future Brilliance. We were a professional organization. It was professionally run, and we were actually being complemented on by the United Nations and by many other NGO organizations. And I think that's why so many women activists actually came onto our flight manifests, because they knew we were very well run, because we were all professionals. And another advice that I have, keep your agreements. It's so important that people know that you're trustworthy, that you're integer. Don't shun the difficult conversations, because they're sometimes hard. But if you have a conversation with somebody out of love and from your heart, and that you know it's better for the organization, for the person, if you're honest, instead of trying to not hurt them, I think it does not always serve. So try to always be on time, be prepared, keep on learning. You don't have to have all the answers. I didn't have the answers all the time, but I do know that what really always made a difference to me is that I had mentors. I had older women and older men, but also older women to always help me, that I could reach out to and I could ask them, you know, I'm actually now at this crossroads, and if I go left, this is going to be the result. And if I go right, this is the result. But if I go straight, then I will actually have to say no to both, but I need to be true to myself. And so being a mentor or having a mentor yourself is so important. And I hope that you will be able to be that, men and women as well. And always, you know, be open to change. Welcome new things, remain curious, encourage others to do as well. Keep on asking questions. I remember when I joined the World Business Angel Investment Forum in 2018 as the senator for the Netherlands, I felt the reason why I joined that movement is because I knew this was going to give me access to a global group of passionate entrepreneurs and investors all around the world. Well, during COVID, it became my lifeline. We had weekly webinars, we had weekly presentations. We now have 12,500 people globally who are connected to WBAF. And we just had our annual investor week, and I just represented the Netherlands, and I invited an all-female panel. We had 11 speakers, entrepreneurs and investors, and it was mind-blowing, and it just made me realize there is so much enormous power out there when we all do things collectively. You know, I mean, if you want to go fast, you can go alone, but if you want to go far, I always say, go together. And this is exactly why I also joined the Women Entrepreneurship Day as Global Ambassador, because it's all about elevating women up as entrepreneurs, making them visible, to hear about their stories. I think storytelling is an enormous, powerful tool. I hope that during your degree at the Ponts École Business School, you have been able to tell your stories as well to one another, what it is that drives you, how do you want to use your education in order to make this world a better place. And again, I'm very sorry that I'm not able to be with you in person, but I'm here in my heart with you, and I wish you all the best.
All right, so I think you can imagine what an amazing change maker Corinne is, and we didn't get her energy live, but I think she was able to transmit some of her energy and the amazing things she's working on today. But again, I think part of what she's saying is, and this is something we share with EADA, two business schools that really believe in the power of women to change the world, and trying to promote the equality and the representation in our programs, and something that's important to both of our schools. And with that, I'll allow Jordi Diaz, who is a colleague, a friend, and an alumnus, or soon-to-be alumnus, of École de Ponts Business School, and who is Dean of EADA at the same time. And I'll allow him to say a few words as well, both to the LeadTech and in general to the graduates of this evening. Third video, please, Martin. Thank you.
Dear graduates, dear colleagues from École de Ponts Business School, dear friends and family members, it is an absolute pleasure to be here today sending this message on behalf of our institution, EADA Business School, to our recent graduates on the LeadTech Global Executive MBA. What we started back in 8th of September 2020 is today a reality. You guys are the first generation of this experience that is called the LeadTech Global Executive MBA. We at EADA have been in place for more than 64 years. And throughout all these years, we have been opening, closing, and redesigning programs. When we were in the previous discussions and the preliminary discussions of what today is a reality, the first generation that graduates from the LeadTech Global Executive MBA, we were visualizing a world that was going to be in need of disruptors, in need of people that are able to deal with uncertainty. But we have to be very honest. When we were designing this course, we were not thinking about a pandemic. We're not thinking about the program that will have face-to-face, online, and hybrid methodology. But the world has been anticipated. We are convinced that the experience is going to pay off. And this is based on our many years of existence and many graduates that come back again and again to our campus to give us their feedback and also to keep the connection very alive. Some of you have been even invited to speak or even teach in some other courses in the school. The relationship with us, in my regard with EADA, it's a blank page. So we can really create what is the new relationship from now on. But today is again a day of celebration, a day in which we think back to all what we have achieved, a day in which, at least on my behalf, I have to also thank our team, Magdalena Overmars and Tanya Rosel, for being very close to your program with our colleagues from École de Ponts Business School and to all our faculty that have participated in this experience. So I'd like to end this few minutes of conversation with you by saying thank you. Thank you for trusting in EADA Business School. Thank you for trusting in this joint initiative that is called the LeadTech Global Executive MBA by EADA and École de Ponts Business School. And also, I want to send you a clear message that the relationship and the connection between you, now graduates, and us as the institution you have chosen has to be very alive. And we will be looking forward to seeing you, to receiving you, and to connecting you and reconnecting anytime you consider this could be of benefit for you. Allow me to welcome you all to the alumni community of EADA, which is made of more than 120,000 people in all around the world. On behalf of EADA Business School, congratulations and good luck.
All right, thank you, Jordi. All right, so for my part, I am the Dean of the École de Ponts Business School, also an alumnus of the MBA. And allow me to say a few words as well to all of you and to share a little bit of my thoughts about the last couple of years. So I think these have been very challenging years for all of us in very many different ways. Besides the difficulties, which could be logistical or practical or everything else due to the pandemic, I think all of us here have probably lost someone, family members or friends to COVID. And we've also been unfortunate to lose participants as well as alumni to COVID. And so, you know, beyond the challenges, there's also been some real loss of human lives that make us appreciate it, that, you know, that we're here and that we're able to get together. I think COVID in general has really forced us all to be resilient in kind of new ways that we never imagined we'd have to come up with, and we probably never imagined. Personally, I feel extremely blessed to be here and physically together. You know, it's just, I think one of the things that COVID also did is just to make us appreciate how much the getting together physically is such an important part of being a human being. It's important to our vitality, and not having it was probably necessary for us to remind us just how valuable it is and how much we enjoy each other's company. I feel especially blessed to be here at all. A couple of years ago, I was diagnosed with a very extreme form of skin cancer. I had an operation that went well, I thought, and then last year I learned that it was actually back and it had entered my neck and it was inoperable. So basically, I don't know what you were doing for your first lockdowns, but I was in the hospital attached to chemotherapy for weeks at a time. And the cancer kind of looked at the chemo straight in the eye and laughed, said, ha, ha, ha. Not even impressed. And so that was a bit unfortunate, but luckily and very fortunately, there's new treatments being developed for cancer all the time, and I received a new immunotherapy treatment that in 3 weeks, the cancer was gone. I mean, just something it's just a miracle when you live through it. You just thank modern medicine. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be here to give you the speech today. And so, for that, I'm extremely thankful. One of the downsides of immunotherapy is once it's done, like Pac-Man eating the cancer, it starts sometimes attacking the body as well, and we don't always know how to turn it off, so you get different kinds of treatment to try to calm down the immune system that's hungry to eat things. And so, anyway, long story short, some side effects turned out to have a tough time. I had to take like something that depresses my immunity, and so when you depress your immunity, you get sick. And so I was lucky it wasn't COVID, but to keep things short, I ended up in the hospital in January and basically in a coma for a couple of days. And unfortunately, my wife heard the sentence from the doctor saying, "We don't know if he'll make it." But if I'm here today, I guess you know how that turned out. And so I did make it. And after taking only a couple of weeks off, actually I came back to work. A lot of people thought I was crazy. But one of the reasons I came back to work was that I really love what I do. And I love my profession. I love what we do at a school and as a school. I love the people I do it with. So thank you to the team. And I love the people we do it for, which is you, the graduates today here. And a really funny thing happens when you get sick and you actually open and talk about it, is other people kind of tell you, "Oh, I'm going through something similar." And you hear some amazing stories of resilience and people bouncing back from the most amazing challenges. And this notion of being passionate about what people do is a theme that kept recurring. And, trying to think about this experience and what happened to me, like how can I distill it into something that's like actionable wisdom for you to take away for you today? Because part of it is, directly or indirectly for you. This is why we're here. This is why I'm here. And so what can I tell you? I think, one, hopefully you'll be luckier or smarter than me and do what you need to do to stay healthy. When you lose health, you start realizing how smart your grandparents were by saying health is everything. When you're young, you go, yeah. But I think now everybody understands that wisdom. What I really wish for you above everything else is to find a job, a profession. In French, we say a métier that you are passionate about. I think this has been the key to my own resilience and possibly to resilience in general, is loving what you do and loving who you do it for and with. I think we have to be all mindful about appreciating every day. This has really helped me, probably more than I wanted to. But beyond my own experience, I think everybody, COVID has reminded all of us just how fragile our lives are and just what a miracle it is to be on this planet and living the lives that we get to do every day. So one, I'd like to say thank you for being such a big part of my motivation for bouncing back so quickly. You probably don't know how much energy you give me, whether it's in the classroom or outside, for my team, for stepping up in such an amazing way. Never forget that. Sorry. I just can't tell you how wonderful these people are that I work with. All right, and so a big thank you. And it's been such a crazy couple of years, and I just want to congratulate you in the most sincere way possible. You got this done. You faced all these challenges, and you got here. We have people who are facing situations in Lebanon, people facing travel restrictions, getting sick, having families, having children who are sick, and you did what you did, and you invested in yourself in probably the toughest time to do something like this, and you made it. It's just amazing that you did it. So May you all have wonderful, prosperous, and deeply satisfying lives, and thank you so much for being part of mine. Thanks. Let's hope the drama's over for the rest of the evening, and sorry for the other speakers if Sabri, if I make this one difficult to outdo, but anyway, I just wanted the personal touch here too. All right, so with that, I guess the next step is we'll hear from Joseph, Dr. Joseph Santora. He's the director of our doctoral program, also facing health issues, if I can say, and also just energized by working with such amazing people. I have an amazing time working with this guy. I thank him more than he could ever know, and I'd like him to share a few. Luckily for you, he's much shorter than I am in terms of speakability.
I have a few remarks. I'm not as gifted at speaking as Alon or the previous speakers, but I have a few remarks. I'd like to say good evening to everybody. Dean Rosen, Dean Simon, distinguished guests, students, graduates, family, friends. This journey that we've been on for the past 7 years, we're in E-DBA 7, believe it or not. Alon and I met in a diner in the Bastille about 8 or 9 years ago to talk about this idea. We sort of fleshed this idea out, and we put it together, and it's been working really, really well. We're under a process of continuous learning. But that's not the purpose of what I want to say at the moment. I would like to also thank Mona Lisa, who works with me. Mona Lisa is more than a right arm. She's a right arm and a left arm, and keeps me on track. So thank you, Mona Lisa. Okay, I hope I didn't embarrass you. She's very shy. You've all been through this long process from application to graduation. And I look at each one of you and I know each one of your stories because I've been intimately involved with each one of you in one way or another. I'm sure sometimes you loved me and I'm sure sometimes you hated me. Okay, yes, we can be honest, okay? From Maurizio's first course and your brain trusts to the final meeting with me and then the dissertation and me sending it back and saying do it again and working with your supervisors, a lot of positive things have come out of this. Not only your graduation, which is a testimony to your abilities and your skills and your knowledge, but also I think one of the directions we're going in is having our people publish. And I look at the front row and I know that without naming any names, that several of you have had pieces published in professional journals, which is really wonderful. And we're really proud of you, so I'd like everybody to give you a round of applause. The pandemic couldn't keep us down. We're still going hybrid, in person. I'm still teaching the first course to make life miserable for you, and that's not going to change. And one other thing. Oh, and I'll keep this short because I know everybody wants to leave. What sort of strikes me is Winston Churchill once said, give us the tools and we will finish the job. I believe that all of us from every part of the business school have provided you with the tools, whether it's Karen and Mona Lisa or Nellie collecting your money or anybody else, or Alon and Simon and all of us, and anybody I missed, I'm sorry. I think we've given you those tools. It's now your responsibility to move forward and apply those tools, whether it's in your practice, it's in your job, it's in your teaching, whatever you decide to do. So we've done that, and we'd like to say, please don't stop, continue doing it. Remember where you came from, and try to, from time to time, we'll call on you to give back to us, and we hope you will. So congratulations again. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Best wishes.
Thank you, Joseph. All right, so we have a second representative from EADA here tonight, Marjolaine Overmars. She's the EMBA Programs Director, and she has a few words to say. Another one of our multicultural representatives, and I think she was happy to see Karine de Meyer because they share a couple of nationalities.
Thank you. Thank you, Anna. So good evening. It has been a while that I've been together with so many people in one space, so that's amazing. So good evening to all of you, graduates, family members, friends. I'm very glad to be here as well with my dear colleagues of Ecole Business School. I'm also especially happy to be here with my LeadTechers, my LeadTech Global Executive MBAers, and this is the first time that 18 out of the cohort are here together. And for me, that has been amazing that I could share with you a few days of this very intensive week with you. I know that you missed being together. I can tell you I missed that too, because I think that for a program director, the nicest thing is to be with the participants. And that's the thing that's inspiring me. And that's why I'm very happy that I'm here. And so, very special welcome to all of you. It has been an intense period, the past 14 months. I'm now talking more specifically about the LeadTechers, the 14-month program. 14 intense months because, of course, of COVID. Intense because you had to manage your jobs in VUCA times. Intense in matching your expectations regarding the program and your experiences. And, of course, very intense in workload. I'd like to congratulate all of you for having gotten this far. You are heroes. For having overcome countless hurdles to reach the end of this program. It takes character and resilience to finish the program, and especially in these times. So it was a huge challenge, and I congratulate you all. Congratulations as well to your families. I think these 14 months have also been very intense for them, very challenging, and I would say they have finished their own master, maybe even tougher than your master, because they lacked the intrinsic stimulus of doing a Gemba. They lacked the contributions, the support of the classmates. They were forced to stay in the background, and maybe they even sometimes needed to motivate you when you were asking yourself, what am I doing this for? I don't know. So families, also congratulations and thank you for your support. When I started thinking about writing this speech, for a moment it occurred to me to try not to mention COVID. But you see, I don't manage that. I think COVID, we are all rather sick of it. We've heard too much of it. It's now returning again. I see half of us sitting here with masks. We had to control at the entrance, distances a little bit. So I think it's impossible not to mention it. So just very shortly, beyond the impact that COVID had on your program, it had also an impact on the lives of several of you. Several of you suffered health issues. Your beloved ones suffered it. Several lost part of the business. Somebody lost a job. Opportunities to find a new job were also less because of COVID. So financial stress for some of you. So I know it has been very hard times, and I just hope that time will heal the wounds and that we will be presented with new opportunities. So beyond any doubt, COVID has affected you, but us as well. I would say Ecole Business School and EADA, we have also been affected by this. Sorry for that. Don't know where it's coming from. It presented us as well with unprecedented panorama, without any reference or experience, with a huge responsibility. We felt the responsibility to offer you the best possible Gemba experience possible, despite everything. So you have invested 14 months of your life into this Gemba, time, money, effort, quite a bit of all three, in order to become better professionals, to grow personally, to be better prepared to make a difference in the world. And of course, to extend your network, to build new friendships, something so valuable that I hope they will last eternally. Hopefully you also keep your bonding with both schools. We will need you as our ambassadors, inside, outside your companies, in our society, sharing what you experienced in the program, sharing our values. Thank you for your trust in us and EADA and École des Ponts to take this very important step in your lives. I hope you consider it as a step well taken, a step on the road to further success, to reaching your purpose in life. So thank you very much and stay in touch. Thank you.
All right, so if I mentioned that the team performed amazingly in my absence, one of the keys to that was Saman, who not only did a great job keeping things going straight, but it's just amazing to see how much he cares about all of you. It's really impressive. Talk about human-centric this, human-centric that, but there's one person who always puts the human in everything he does and just cares so much about making sure that you all have an amazing experience and that you get to the finish line and that you get it done and that we support you all the way through that. He's been extremely creative. We talked about, Marilyn just mentioned how much we had to adapt for COVID, and so Saman was redesigning our programs on the fly and convincing all of our faculty to give more time and more sessions and to be available online and to try to make this work despite the challenges. So it's with much pleasure that I give the microphone to Saman and to see what he has to say to you. But thank you already, Saman, ahead of time. Thanks, man.
Thank you very much. So first of all, please let me thank Elan. Well, he's been amazing. He's a great leader and always a great support for all of us at the school and also for all of you who know him in different contexts. So we are very glad to have you here with us, Elan. I can't imagine how we could have done it without you. So for that, we are very thankful. So graduates, E-DBA and EMBA graduates. So while you're waiting here for the speeches to finish, get your diplomas and pop the champagnes, let me remind you that your families, friends, professors, supervisors, and the team at the school, we are all very proud to be here with you tonight to celebrate your success. We are very proud to have been able to support you throughout this challenging but fruitful journey of intellectual, personal, and professional transformation. We are proud to have you with us, because with you, we are stronger change makers to build a better world for tomorrow and to build a better tomorrow for the planet and all its inhabitants. Well done to you all, and thank you very much.
All right, so enough about us. Let's hear from you. So we have a few of the speakers from each of the cohorts that will address you tonight. We'll start with Maria Kyriazidou from LeadTech 20, valedictorian.
All right. It was September 2020 in Barcelona when a group of professionals from all over the world decided to start a journey, a transformation journey. They boarded on flights LeadTech GEMBA 2021 of Air EPBS and EADA Airways. After 15 months, which is today, they have reached their destination. Ladies and gentlemen, dear captains, dear crews of both schools, my dearest cohort, of course, we made it! We arrived and we graduated. We studied hard, we laughed, we cried, we complained quite a lot, we pitched a lot, we got roasted. But after all, we learned. And ladies and gentlemen, believe me, we learned a lot. We have increased our emotional intelligence, especially our empathy. And for me, empathy is the most important leadership skills of all, and at the same time, the essence of innovation. We have become more critical thinkers, challenging the status quo and always looking to find creative new solutions. We built our own business models and created a startup, and we learned, of course, about blockchain. We learned how important it is to take care of ourselves, to be mindful, and also to know when it is time to pause, because this was a high-speed journey. Personally, I discovered, or let's say rediscovered, my strengths. I grew a lot. Well, not physically, but at least mentally. And I saw all of you grow a lot as well during these months. Do you guys remember that rainy day in Colbato, when we had to climb a 9-meter tall pole and jump? Well, we were all frightened, right? Some of us were even hoping that the rain would get stronger so that we could skip this exercise. But in the end, we did it. Why? Because we motivated, we supported, and we inspired each other. And we did so during every project, every session, and every single minute of this journey. When the turbulences started, because of course there were some turbulences, we knew that we can hold each other's hands. Together, we left behind almost all our limiting beliefs. And most importantly, we created a safe place, a safe community, where everybody was just able to feel comfortable and at the same time be vulnerable. And it is simply impressive how we managed to build this community online through Zoom, because most of our modules were online. Now that we know what we have been able to master during these past 15 months, I think that the doors are standing wide open. We have been well equipped, and also we truly transformed ourselves. We transformed ourselves into bigger professionals, into more conscious ones, always also taking care about the society and the environment. And I feel prepared to go out there and to be a better leader. What about you? Yeah? So I just encourage all of you to believe in yourself, to believe in your capabilities, and to allow yourself to dream big. And then, of course, to work hard to reach your goals and to succeed. And my dearest cohort, we really did work a lot, didn't we? We worked individually and we worked in groups. During the week and on the weekends, days and nights, online, face-to-face, we did work hard, and today we are here to celebrate our success together. We can really be proud of ourselves, and I just want to thank you for taking this journey with me. And of course, as you know, every flight has also on-flight entertainment, right? We received the best from our amazing professors. An incredible crew was always there that was supportive and caring to try to make this journey as comfortable as possible. Our lovely coaches also helped us much to grow and to find ourselves. And of course, Marjolaine, Saman, we had two great captains who were challenging us and helped us to grow, session by session. In the name of the whole cohort 2021, I want to express our sincere thank you and gratitude to both schools for adapting this program so flexibly during this COVID situation. Muchas gracias, EADA. Merci beaucoup, École de Ponts. Thank you for making this an incredible experience for us. And last but not least, a huge thank you to our families, to our friends, to our co-workers, who had to live with our stressed and always busy selves, and who supported us in this very, very important moment in our lives. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our final destination of the LeadTech journey. Thank you for traveling with us. Please check your seats and don't forget to take all the learnings with you. We wish you a safe, onward dream-catching and career growth in clear sunny skies and without any limiting beliefs. Thank you.
So I think we can say that Maria assimilated the storytelling part of our program. Very well done, Maria. And we have a second speaker, so we're going the equality route. So now men also have to fight for equality, right? So we'll also give the microphone to a male speaker. So, sorry, Stamatios Karvoniaris, another LeadTecher, also known as Stamos for his friends. Please. Co-valedictorian.
Thank you. It's a hard act to follow. Maria's pitches and speeches are, a lot of work goes into them. Well said. Everyone, thank you for being here tonight. Those that are here in person, digital guests. I will try to keep this short, sweet, and to the point because up until about 2 hours ago we were pitching. So yeah, not a lot of energy left. No one said an MBA would be easy. To them we can now respond. Try one during COVID. When attending this program, VUCA, volatility, uncertainty, complexity, ambiguity seemed very theoretical and somewhat conceptual. But of course, you know, experience is the best teacher. We've been through a lot, and now it's become a way of thinking, somewhat of a philosophy. Despite the challenges we faced, although at times we felt like time had stopped, and because there were variables that were far beyond our control, that we couldn't do anything about, we continued to develop, evolve, adopt, and grow to become more empathetic people, as well as leaders. I would like to commend my peers and their families for their perseverance, as well as their good nature, level-headedness during this difficult time. Additionally, I'd like to thank the professors, administrators, for their commitment to teaching and to supporting us, especially and despite the obstacles they faced, and express my gratitude for the human ability to innovate. The tools that we have had at our disposal have allowed us to continue our education, have allowed us to form long-lasting relationships on a global scale, but have also been responsible for saving lives during this unprecedented time. So I feel very privileged to work with all of you. I hope we stay in touch, and thank you for the confidence that you have all instilled in me, for sure. And I'd like to leave you just with one short quote from one of my favorite thinkers, Voltaire. It's apropos, since we're in Paris. It's taken from one of his most better known works, Candide. So I'll leave you with this. Optimism, said Cacambo. What is that? Alas, replied Candide. It is the obstinacy of maintaining that everything is best when it's at its worst. So, no matter the dissonance or imbalance in life, I urge all of you to remain optimistic and never lose faith in yourself, but especially not in others. Thank you very much, and have a good night.
Okay, so we also have the Global Executive MBA, and we have two speakers from that cohort speaking tonight, and ladies first. So Lise Achersted, please.
Hello everybody, and thank you so much. It's an honor to do this speech for the Gemba 14 and on behalf of the Gemba 14. When I was preparing this speech, I was of course exploring different storylines, and I was talking to different people. And one of my colleagues who has done an MBA before, he was saying that you were probably all gonna be drunk by now, so a funny approach would be the better. I'm not sure, maybe it's okay. And there are many funny stories for the Gemba 14. I have decided to take a more serious approach because I think there's some important things to highlight in this amazing group. And it's an amazing group, but also something that's really important about the École de Ponts and what you offer. So if, for example, Sabri, you're a bit tipsy, please bear with me. So this summer, I moved back to Denmark after living in Paris for 3 years. Back to our old house, back to old friends, back to old community, back to old life, basically. And you would think that the things are the same, but something had changed. So during the summer, I spent a lot of time painting the house, fixing the gardening, and I was listening to an audiobook about this Danish philosopher called Morten Albæk. And the message from him was that you only have one life. And this life contains both work life and private life. And you need to find meaningfulness in all as a holistic way. He said that in our capitalist world, sorry, I'm losing it here. In our capitalist world, success is measured by your title and your size of your paycheck. However, this is of course simple, and he stressed that these parameters cannot be a measure of happiness and meaningfulness, because there's never been as many people depressed and on medication as there is today. In 2018, when I applied for the MBA, I was applying for the MBA to get a bigger title at my old job and to grow the corporate ladder. In the application, I stated that I wanted to become senior, but I also stated that I would be an entrepreneur because I thought that sounded pretty cool. And I read on the website that that was something the school was looking for, but it was just a fake. And I did find a lot of, and I was really happy when I got a part of the MBA. And I did find a lot of meaningfulness through the MBA. However, it's not the classical MBA subjects like corporate finance and accounting, though we did have some amazing professors. No, the meaningfulness came from all the people in this cohort. We were very diverse, but from the beginning, we were very open and interested in each other. The curiosity and created a safe space where I dared to be myself, and over time, we created an MBA tribe. That came through several coaching retreats with Xavier, where we peeled off all the layers and really found the core of who we were individually, our core values. 2 values came out for me. It's relationship and it's trust. I realized that without these, I'm limited in doing what I'm passionate about and being who I am. I realized with these values, I can be the best version of myself and accomplish things that I would never expect. So why is this important for an MBA student? I think it's super important because without this, an MBA title is worthless. You might get a fancy job, but your chances of finding a meaningfulness life will be limited. You may also think, how was it possible to create a tribe like this? Well, it comes from each and every person in this cohort, but it also comes from the school. It is driven by people who are passionate. It is driven by people like Hina, who is always smiling and welcoming. It's driven by Alan, who knows all the businesses in the world, but is always curious to learn more. And it's driven by Hannah, who's a coordinator from heaven, who always makes sure that things run straight. And it's the rest of you who are diverse, but passionate about what you do. But lastly, it's important that you dare to do something different that the other big MBA schools in Paris cannot offer. Things are not always perfect. But like the syllabus arriving pretty late, right, Yasia? But you dare to try, and that is what meaningfulness comes from. You changed my naive perspective of what an MBA is. It is not a gateway to the capitalist world. No, It's a gateway to a personal and professional development program that focuses on exploring who we are and what is meaningfulness for each and one of us. So I might still get a fancy job and a fancy title and a big paycheck, but at least I'm conscious now about making choices that is meaningful. So coming back to this summer and reflecting on what had changed during these 3 years in Paris as part of the MBA. This MBA has changed me to make a wise decision. So a huge thank you to Jemba 14 for helping me exploring this, and a huge thank you to the school for setting the scene for making this possible.
Yeah, I have to admit the dynamics of this cohort have been amazing, and to see how much you've come together as humans has just been wow. And one of those wows is a very good friend, somebody who I convinced to come to do the program. He probably never had the intention to do, and hopefully he doesn't regret it too much. And hopefully you don't regret that I convinced him to do it, because now we're going to give him a microphone. Sabri, please. Sabri Ben Radia.
Thank you, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, faculty, staff, Hina, Karen, Elon, Saman, Agnes, Hannah, and mostly plus ones who'd rather be anywhere else than here listening to Executive Education Academy Award. Let me welcome you and tell you how much I'm happy and honored to be giving this valedictorian speech. And let me reassure you that we're only halfway through the speeches. I love stories. I grew up listening to them, telling them, making up some of them, and mostly reading them. Stories are what made me and helped me navigate through lives. They were my refuge and the tool to help me survive the dawn of life. And as my dear friend Christian Bell once said, the art of survival is a story that never ends. I've always loved the concept, but somehow misunderstood its execution. A critical element in making my story a never-ending one was questioning. I fell in love with questions. They allowed me to imagine a world where everything was perfect. And today, I want to share with you 4 of those. First, it was what if. I grew up in a very modest family and neighborhood. People around us didn't really believe in their dreams. They lived each day not even knowing what the next one would look like. They never asked themselves questions such as what if. The what if person was my father. I would listen to his conversation with my mom, and it would go like this. What if I go to a city where tourism is blooming? I would get a higher pay. What if I go to Saudi Arabia? I would gain 10 times more. And that's what he did. He worked in many different cities and eventually worked in Saudi Arabia for most of his life and for the end of it. May he rest in peace. He questioned himself all his life and dreamed just to figure out how he could give us a better life. And he did, and for that I will forever be grateful. The what if question made me always dream and imagine a better world. What if I become rich? What if I own a car? What if I marry Katerina Zeta-Jones? The second question that influenced my journey was why. And this goes to my mom. Sabri, why do you need to do that? Sabri, why do you need to cry every time I say no? My mom made a lot of sacrifices and stayed home to give us the education that she never got. She pushed us to our limits and made sure that we understand the why of every action we undertook. Those questions helped me understand my story, and most importantly, understand the reason and the consequences of each step. So I would go like, why would I become rich? Why would I own a car? Why would I marry Katerina Zeta-Jones? The third question was how. I used to play basketball when I was 7. I was barely 1 meter tall. And truth to be told, I'm still barely 1 meter tall. And playing basketball when you're short, it's actually like, well, doing anything else in life when you're short. It just sucks. Luckily, my coach never gave up on me. He spent years asking me how I was going to do to be a better player. How can I be a faster and a better shooter? How can I do more? And eventually, I ended up playing 15 years of basketball by constantly asking myself, how am I going to be valuable for my team while being shorter than the weekend? But also asking myself, how am I going to be rich? How am I going to own a car? And how the hell I'm going to marry Katerina Zeta-Jones? That leads me to my fourth and final question that literally changed my life. This question was, what now? My EMBA project was House of Ichigo. The idea was to buy a house in the middle of the nature and organize company retreats in it. I worked 2 years on the project and prepared everything, and came the time to ask the bank for a loan to buy the house. Unfortunately, I didn't get the loan. By that time, I turned to the person who became a father figure, a mentor, and a great friend. Thank you. When asking for advice, he simply asked me, "So what now, Sabri? You have worked for years on this project. It sucks that you didn't get the loan, but you can't just sit there and do nothing." It was October 28th, one day before the second confinement. He told me to put on a suit, rent a car, drive to Bourgogne, meet the banks, and tell them about my project. And that's what I did, but it didn't work. Probably because I didn't wear a suit, but also because of the timing. So I went home, I cried, and then got obsessed with the what now question. Where do I go from here? And that's when I started listing all the ideas, people, and solutions that might help. Little did I know that the solution was in front of me all the time. Martin Cullen told his friend about our project, and in less than 3 weeks, we had our loan and we started House of Ichigo. My story started with what if and ended with what now. Yours have probably started with why or how and ended with why not, like most of my love stories. My point is, maybe the art of survival is a story that never ends, but still I believe that the art of living is a series of stories that will eventually come to an end to give birth to new ones. I misunderstood the concept of a story that never ends because I thought that stories should only be about surviving, shouldn't finish, or at least end beautifully. I misunderstood it because I felt that my story should be centered on becoming rich, own a car, or marrying Katerina Zeta-Jones. What I discovered is bigger than that. First, I found my own Katerina Zeta-Jones. Second, I realized that it's okay to have a story that ends. That it's okay not to marry Katerina or not to own a car. Because no matter what, stories, they will always remind us of who we are, where we come from, and where we want to go. And most importantly, that the point of each story is about leaving a legacy that will actually stay forever. Fellow graduates, our time here won't be remembered by our grades, assignments, or the best presentation. Our time here will be remembered by the relationship we have built, the person we were when we joined, and the person we became when we left. And for sure, by the insane number of shots we had. We drive together, we drink together. Love you, baby. So tonight, let's put our survival mode aside and try to tell, hear, or create a story that will leave beautiful memories and bless the hearts of the people present here. Let's also remember to raise our glasses To the people who never got anything easy, to the people who fought hard for us to be here, to the people who sacrificed their lives for us, to the people who believed in us, and especially to the people who left us for a better place. May they rest in peace. I'm forever grateful for the chapter we wrote together and look forward to writing new chapters together. So before I move on to my next story on how it's always 5 p.m. somewhere so you can drink, let me ask you my questions. What if you knew you couldn't fail? How big would you dream? Why does it matter for you and for others to achieve that dream? And what will you do now to live and achieve that dream? May your stories inspire others. May your dreams be bigger than your fears. And may you all find your own Katarina Zeta-Jones. Wassalamu alaikum. Thank you so much.
All right, so the master of storytelling. As you can see, this is something he does for a living. All right. Yes. All right. So now we can hear from a couple of our valedictorians from our executive DBA. And it's with great pleasure that I can invite someone who is both a friend and hopefully a colleague at some point in the future, and someone who means a lot to me. So Dr. Rebecca Geffner, please join us.
Sabri, that was a very difficult act to follow. Well done. So good evening, everyone. Alan, Salman, Joseph, honored guests, colleagues, family, and friends. It is with great honor, humility, and responsibility that I stand before you today to represent the DBA class at our graduation. Honored to be chosen as one of the representatives of the class. Humbled as I try to capture the importance of this evening, the hard work we've conducted over the years, the successes we've achieved, and the degrees we will be awarded today. And responsible, as I'm part of the first DBA cohort, and feel both proud and relieved, as Joseph knows, to have finally reached the finish line, which is in reality only the starting gate. C'est incroyable. What a world we are propelling ourselves into. Let me put the DBA program launch into context back in the first cohort. I was living in the United States and traveling to and from Paris for our classes, and I remember the beginning well. 2 days before our class, when the first DBA cohort was set to begin in 2015, the terrorist attacks occurred at the Bataclan, the Stade de France, and 130 people died, many people injured. And I remember reading the news in the US saying, there's no way I can go to Paris right now. We can't start the program like this. This is not the way that we start a new chapter in our lives. But as I spoke to our colleagues at the school and my future classmates, we all decided we had to move forward with fortitude. Like other inflection points in world history, we've learned from our forebears that giving up is never an option. And this time period truly resonated with me as it was one that challenged not only France, but also all over the world. And I remembered back when I graduated from my bachelor's degree, the World Trade Center attacks had happened, and I was going into the world saying, what am I going to do now? So no one can choose the time period in which their personal history will be written, but they can choose on how they will react to them. So these time periods continue to challenge us, to push us, to stress us, and to cause us fear. But I applaud Dean Rosen and the school and his team for their courageous decision to continue the new DBA program and keep it moving. We were the pioneers of something truly exciting, and I'm so pleased to see how far the program has come since then. DBA 7, wow, I'm finally here. My own path toward completing the DBA was certainly not easy nor short. During the program, new life decisions moved me to a new country, and a new continent with a new job and new responsibilities. There were so many times that I wanted to give up on the DBA because I was just too busy. But I luckily had people on my side, my family, my friends, and our colleagues at the school who kept pushing me to finish. So as DBAs, we have a unique opportunity that other scholars don't have. Unlike many of our esteemed PhD counterparts, we are less concerned about making tenure, publishing in top-tier journals, although we will, and increasing our Scopus impact factors. Instead, we are on the front lines of our respective industries, making decisions, influencing trends, and steering the ships. And in this, we hold a great responsibility in scholarship because we are not only the thought leaders, but also the trailblazers, the innovators, and the change makers. We're the ones who not only write about it, but also the ones who live it and do it every day. Many of us have had to finish our studies or conduct our research during this unprecedented time period of COVID, which we all have to mention in our speeches tonight. Life felt out of control as we sat in our homes and in our apartments during lockdowns and curfews. I think we just actually got rid of the curfew in Morocco 1 week ago. We quickly added the new normal, the next normal, Zoom fatigue, and others to our vernacular. And there were certainly times where I thought about giving up on my research. Life seemed hopeless as borders were closed, economies faltered, and loved ones were lost. But the pandemic also demonstrated the reality of our interdependence. Now that borders have finally begun to reopen, nations have relaunched their activities, and people have returned to work, we now have a profound responsibility to rebuild the bridges that were ruptured when the world closed. As DBAs graduating during this flex point in human history, we have an incredible opportunity to demonstrate our leadership, provide our consultations and perspectives, and set the strategy for our industries going forward. In my own field of international education, the industry has been completely turned upside down because of the pandemic, but it's a unique time to think differently, innovate, become more agile, and create new scholarship around new visions for the future. It's our time, fellow doctors. So in closing, I wish to congratulate all the students and scholars here today. This is a huge accomplishment at any time period, and to achieve this success in the midst of a challenging global event is extraordinary. I wish to thank all of the École des Ponts faculty and team who supported us along the way. Alain, my friend. Joseph, Suman, Saman, Maurizio, Francois, Mona Lisa, Nelly, Hina, and a special thanks to Linda Crofton, who was my first E-DBA coordinator, who I was just on the phone with tonight. To my supervisor, Annette, a huge thanks. I spent 6 years working and collaborating with this unbelievable woman. She never stopped supporting me, pushing me, and encouraging me along the way, even when I was very mad at Joseph and others. She supported me from Texas to Morocco for 6 years. It was pretty incredible. To my Musa Brain Trust, Alan, Jorgos, Mohammed, they provided my inspiration, the muse, to ignite my research journey at the beginning. To my dear parents, they're watching on live stream from Philadelphia right now, so hi, Mom and Dad. Their constant support and motivation has been incredible. I actually had the chance to attend my dad's PhD defense many years ago, and on that day, he made me promise that I would one day become a doctor. To my husband, Adam, who's here today, he was with me from day one, and he never stopped believing in me, that I could achieve this dream. And to my extremely intelligent friends, Cataline, fellow MBA, and others, who also made sure I never stopped my journey, thank you. So now the next part of our journey begins. I congratulate you all on your successes, and I wish you the very best of luck in the next stage of your journey as doctors, which also means teachers. It's our sacred trust to not only lead, but also to impart knowledge to the next generation. I look forward to reading your publications, collaborating with you all on research, and hearing about your next moves as leaders. Thank you and congratulations.
All right. Thank you so much, Rebecca. There's so many people that I care so much about here today graduating. It's amazing. Bharat, one more person on the long list of people I care about. And thank you, Bharat, for being here, the E-DBA valedictorian who will close the speeches for tonight. Bharat, please.
Thank you. Yeah, just making sure nobody leaves the room before I'm done. Okay, let me start. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. The road or shall I say we all took a few years back, especially my friends here, has led us to this beautiful day in this beautiful city of Paris. And look around. Wisdom, hard work, passion, thirst, perseverance, and a drive to make a difference is what I see in this room. And it is my privilege and honor that I got this opportunity of being one of the valedictorians tonight, representing the E-DBA family in front of this beautiful audience. My name is Bharat Madan, and on behalf of all the students, and especially my cohort, I would like to thank all the majestically aligned forces that helped us achieve what we have all performed so far. To the École de Ponts management team, thank you for the inspiration that you have brought in this room tonight. To Alain, you taught us how to be entrepreneurial and be innovative in our approach. Your efforts to make E-DBA and all the courses that you have been managing is an experience, and it's highly commendable for all of us. For being there with us, we thank you. Professor Santora, you taught us how to look into this challenging world and a sometimes difficult journey that we've been through straight into the eyes and deal with it, for giving us those three golden words. You know what these words are, right? Get it done. We thank you. To the management team, Saman, administrative office, the entire business school, Hina, Mona Lisa, everyone, your hard work, passion for succeeding and helping us go through this journey seamlessly, we thank you. To Maurizio, I hope he's listening to us, you transformed us through the learning labs, and you and your team had always been the North Star for many of us, and for that, we thank you. All the professors involved, Professor Herculeosis, Professor Craven, Carol, you always believed in us. You kept the patience and did not let us go off the hook. We could have really gone through out of the way. Until we were done, you were always there. For the trust and the guidance, we thank you. However, the star of the show tonight is the people sitting in this room and the people watching us on the screen. Without our family and friends, this achievement has no meaning. They trusted us and pulled us up when we almost gave up, tired and exhausted. They got us back on track when we got too excited. Everything today is about them. To the fathers, to the mothers, to the children, to the siblings, to the wives, to the husbands, to the partners and friends, the crazy friends that I have. Thank you. Thank you for your love, and this whatever we are doing today is truly yours. Today I have a title in front of my name. People actually call me Dr. Madan. Funny, right? And when I see myself in the mirror, I try to find what has changed. What is it that I have done so far that gives me access to this prestigious title? I don't know what is the answer. But I have learned that the title reminds me of the journey that many of us take at some point to the other, right? So we have heard a lot of stories tonight. The journey, especially for the doctors here, the journey is very strange. It's the journey where you work hard to get lost. I repeat, you really, really work hard to get lost, and then you work your way out through your own unique perspectives. I still remember my first day at Learning Labs, having a drink with two of my friends, I won't name them, who are, by the way, also doctors now. That night, they actually did a role play, playing my wife. That night, my commitment was tested. My intentions were questioned. And I remember calling my beautiful wife and telling her that I came into this on my own, but I couldn't get out of it all alone. I remember my first call with my supervisor, Daphne. She told me I would be successful if I am committed and was brave enough to face a Greek mother. That was difficult. And if it was not you, Professor, I would have never found my way out, thanks to you. My father took a road less traveled too. When he, as a son of a man who had lost everything during partition in India, worked under the street lamps to be an engineer, civil engineer. I mean, imagine I'm standing at the oldest civil engineering school tonight. My mother sacrificed everything to give us the best values. While my parents gave me the wings to fly, my son Kabir showed me the blue sky and gave me the desire to fly further, further, and further, and further. I hope I can do a few more doctors if it inspires him. And if there's anyone that truly deserves my doctorate, because I don't think sometimes that I deserve it, but if there's somebody else who really, truly deserves this title, that would be my wife, Geeta. There's nothing I can say and do to express my love and gratitude. Geeta, you know that. Thanks to you. Sorry, I'm making it personal. This is my only chance, right? So this school gave us a new outlook, new approach, and most importantly, a lot of friends. I'm so glad that we were all together in this journey. The brain trusts, the friends, the silly jokes, the suffering, we stood together. And to all the friends who are still on this journey, I would say you are already the winner. It's all about the journey. And one day you'll be here, I'm sure. I'm so glad that we are all here together again. I do not want to talk about that P word tonight. That was my plan. But I'm so happy to see everyone here, happy, trying to celebrate, and will celebrate. And I think we should continue to enjoy and continue to not quit. So 10 more seconds, bear with me. Success is failure turned inside out, and you can never tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems so far, so stick to the fight when you are the hardest hit. It's when things seem worst that you must not quit. Thank you.
Okay, so now we actually move to the degree granting ceremony. Just an explanation, we'll be calling by order of program. So we'll be starting with the Executive DBA, then the Global Executive MBA 14, and we'll finish with the LeadTech 2020. Everybody will be invited to come up to the stage. I'll call your name, you'll come up. You come to the stair where Saman will greet you with a stole, so you'll be stoled. And then you'll keep going while you'll meet me, and depending on the program, someone else. And I'll be giving you the diploma, at which point you take the diploma, you freeze, you smile in that direction. Photographer, we get a picture, and you move on, all right? You can, I suggest the COVID-friendly handshake with Saman when you come up, so that can be the elbow bump, and we'll proceed with that. So what we'll do is we'll call everyone up one by one per cohort. When you're finished, you'll come off of there and you'll wait in the back next to Hina there. When everybody's received their diploma, we'll invite you back in front of the stage or on the stage, Ludo. Ludo, on the stage? On the stage for a group photo, and then we'll call the next cohort. All right? So without further ado, let's start with the Executive DBA graduation ceremony 2021. A few people weren't able to travel to be here, and I will let you know who is here and who is not. Are we good? Okay. So the first person graduating tonight is Dr. Mark Anderson, who is in the United States. He is not present, but let's give him a round of applause. Okay, let's try this. All right, and our second graduate tonight is Dr. Leila Aoudi. Next, we have Uwe Jürgen, who could not be here tonight either. Uwe. We have the Dean from EADA, Dr. Jordi Diaz, who is not present, as you know. We have Dr. Rebecca Geffner and her proud father online. We have Dr. Simon Kiesel. We have Dr. Madan Bharat, please. Martin van Moerik, Dr. Martin van Moerik, could not be here tonight. The much beloved Alex Munoz could not be here tonight either. Dr. Mohamed Rayat of Morocco also could not be here tonight. Dr. Ingrid Ricks, who is here with us tonight. With the accent, Dr. Marco Schiattone. Dr. Johanna van Sevenant could not be here tonight. And Dr. Angie Watson, please. I will invite all of the E-DBAs to join us on stage, please. And Dr. Joseph Santora, would you please join us? With Max. A true group photo. That's okay. I don't think we're that numb.
What I meant.
Oh, that's why I'm glad you did that.
Okay, you have to look at Udo. Everybody move a little bit left. Yes, let's move a little bit left because we have to be a little bit facing. Okay, so we have Global Executive MBA, cohort number 14. Again, it's like, this is always very strange because you feel like you're graduating your friends. And so once again, we'll start with Lise Achersted. To be followed naturally by Sabri Benradia. Otman Borzik was not present tonight. And Francesco Kulu, not present tonight either. But Yassir Hazaz is present tonight. Yassir. And the one and only Chadi Samikai. And we have Ahmad Robert Kremesh. And Mike Bush. Youssef Nadiri. Jean Nenner. Alex Nekenge. And our very own Dr. Mona Lisa Panda. Again, mythical George Ral. And our very own Karen Rentschler. Leila Sakuri, I hope she's watching, but she is not present tonight. Monsieur Jérémy Tiblet. And last but not least, Shu Zhang. All right. As I'm asking the cohort to come up, luckily they started before COVID, and we all end up in bathing suits, swimming in 0-degree water in Finland, and sharing saunas together. So we have a very shared experience. Come on up, guys. Everybody coming up. Yeah, coming up, come up. Yeah, sorry, come on behind with the tall people. Don't worry. It's coming from...
Why are we overcrowded? 1 minute? Just a second. It's not going to change. One, two, four. Okay, for you. Same for us? Second picture. Second picture? Second picture. That should go crazy one. Yeah, the crazy one. Second one? After. Va dans le deuxième.
All right.
One, two, three. Yes, please. Thank you, man.
Marielle, would you like to join us? Yes, you make me look good. Maybe you can go on the next on the other side, and then it's. Hina? Hina? Nobody can get up the stage. Hina? Just push it a little bit forward. A little bit forward, otherwise nobody can get off the stage. Yeah, I think it is, especially in the group picture. Right. Okay, and so now with EADA, we're very proud to have the very first ever LeadTech Global Executive MBA graduation ceremony. This is the first cohort, cohort 2020. Congratulations. As we've been talking about all week, you are pioneers. and we salute your adventures in this. All right, so without much ado, I'd like to invite Mr. Rashid Akmouche to come receive his diploma. Erica Aswin. Shaheen Boutouyla. Valeria Borlakova, please. Neil Callahan, would you please come up? Pritish Das. With the accent, Camilla Felicio Agostinho. Mr. Essa Mashim. Stamatios Carvoniaris, welcome back to the stage. Mr. Suel Khan. The Ambassador of Joy, Maria Kyrie Zidou. Right. Jennifer Matera Audin. Nuhad Meshkour could not be here tonight. Montserrat Montse Montaner Guin-Ferrer. Mustafa Nadif. Daniel Peña Ramos. Tariq Ruiz. Silvia Sala Capdevila. And last but not least, Claudia Salazar. All right, can I invite the entire cohort to come up? Yeah, unfortunately, we're part of it. Yeah,
I'm not standing next to you. Let me squeeze in here.
Ludovic. Up there. All right, well, that marks the end of our graduation ceremony this evening. And it also means that we should start hearing champagne corks popping, which will happen right next door. All right, so thank you all. Thank you for the families and the friends, and for those listening online. Thank you for our staff and our partners and all of you who finished the journey together with us today. We hope this is the start of something bigger and beautiful, and that we'll stay in touch and we'll do wonderful things together. And thank you so much for being part of all of this. It's amazing. And thank you to the team and the technical team for putting this together as well. And let me invite everyone to join us next door, where we can drink, eat, and share some war stories together.
Yeah?